Hi. There's something really bizarre that happens when you have a near-death experience, when you realize that your life is completely contingent on so many little factors that if some little thing goes wrong or if one thing changes, your life could be over just like that. And of course, this is something that most people are really familiar with. I mean, it's a fact of life, we're gonna die. But a lot of people have a difficult time confronting it. And yesterday I had an experience with a very good friend. We were driving back to the airport, and on the way there, as we're driving down the interstate at about 60 miles an hour, in this cold, wintry weather where the roads are icy and you can't tell because it's always sunny in Colorado, we hit a patch of ice that was completely unexpected. And as we hit the ice, our car slid, drifted into the other lane. He corrected, it went into the other lane. He corrected, it went into the other lane, and then we just went off the side of the road, into the ditch, up the hill, through the fence, and there we found ourselves lucky, very, very lucky that we didn't hit another car, that we didn't roll, that the ditch was just the right sort of depth and angle that we could continue to roll through it and come out of it just fine, and that we didn't hit the wooden post of the fence on that acreage that we went onto. So we got back on the road and kept driving and joined up with the flow of traffic again as if nothing had happened. And that's kind of how life goes when there are these moments that can happen where everything changes, but for you everything changes and the world just keeps going on. And it's something that, of course, people have thought about forever. And a lot of people have interesting things to say about it. I remember reading Heidegger's Being and Time and being completely compelled by the notion of resoluteness when Dasein, existence, comes to some sort of authentic awareness about the facticity of our life, which just means we're gonna die. And what happens when we acknowledge that head on instead of trying to not deny it? So one of my professors always brings up the death of Ivan Illich as an example of what happens when people are confronting death and everybody around them says, no, you're not gonna die. It's okay, you'll get better, something will change. And there's this denial about the fact that we are mortal and life will end. And after yesterday's experience, I realized, again, how fragile this life is. There's so much out of our control, and so much that can just instantaneously end whatever we've got going on. So I don't really have much to say except for that this is just a reminder about how to live. And in order to prepare for death, I think we have to live the best that we can. But we live the best that we can by being aware of the fact that we're going to die. And this is a very personal issue for me. I actually have a tattoo on my shoulder. Now this is something really cheesy that I copied from Tuesdays with Maury, but the story and the point of having the bird on my shoulder is that every morning when you wake up, in order to know how to live, you look to the imaginary bird on your shoulder and say, is it today, little bird? Is it the day that I'm gonna die? And the imaginary bird, which now is in ink on me, will not respond because you don't know. And then you proceed asking that question, is it today, little bird? And that's why my name is Little Bird. But with experiences like yesterday, I just want to put it out there as a reminder that this is a fragile existence that we have. Call it contingent, call it our facticity, whatever you will, we're mortal. And though this may not be the most philosophical video that I put up, it's definitely one of the most profoundly attentive to our existence. So take that for what you will, but as one of my dear friends and cousin who passed away almost 2 years ago told me when she was diagnosed with lung cancer, enjoy every day.